Let's bring in Bruce Miroff, an Emeritus Professor of Political Science from the University of Albany. Bruce, thank you for joining me. Now, Professor, President Trump is now calling on the Senate Majority Leader, John Thune, to use the so-called nuclear option to end the government shutdown. Can you explain to us what exactly that means?
Well, the filibuster has existed for a long time. It is a tool of the minority party to block measures, whether they're laws or executive appointments. And majorities, of course, can easily be frustrated by the filibuster. Filibuster, again, is a negative tool of the minority. Now, why wouldn't the Republicans, if they have the opportunity, get rid of the filibuster since they're the majority party? First of all, there are requirements in Senate rules for getting rid of the filibuster. It's not at all simple. But I think equally significant, if you're in the majority now and you'd like to get rid of anything that blocks what you want to do, you have to remember that you're going to be in the minority in the future and would like to have the filibuster at your disposal. So by and large, both parties have kind of shied away from getting rid of the filibuster. Now, is going to hurt them someday down the line.
And that's always understandable when they talk about doing something. But how has the actual filibuster changed over time, and how is it really used now?
Well, it's actually gotten easier over time. Until a few decades ago, it took 67 of the majority, or those who supported a measure, to vote to support an end to the filibuster. Now that number's been reduced to 60 over the last couple of decades. But even hitting 60 is very hard because it's rare for the majority party these days in the Senate to have that large a majority. And the Republicans right now are well short of such a number.
So what do you think would be the long-term implications of just completely scrapping the filibuster altogether?
Well, if it could be accomplished, legislation would be much easier. But on the other hand, it might be quite possible for a majority, some of whose measures are considered extreme, to do things that most Americans would not want to see put into law.
All right, that's our social story for today. Professor Bruce Miroff, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You got it.